Hello and welcome back to Planet Crafter, Planet Selenea, the moon. We are in a position where we need to do a couple of things right now. Number one is our heat generation. We have those little like ice caps. They're around. I was just going to point at one, but I don't see them because our heat index isn't high enough. Our heat is 11, what is that, microkelvin or whatever it ends up being. But you look at our generation there, it's very small. So we can continue to push that number. The second thing is our biggest limiting factor right now is uranium and iridium. I was thinking a lot about it. I read a couple of comments. I do batch record these, so I don't know when the comment was made. It's probably a while ago from when you're seeing this, but I did just read it. We're gonna have to go, I think, to planet Humble. Humble is what gives us a steady supply of iridium, uranium, and probably those two. It might be worth it to shuttle there, make a very basic base, just with enough manufacturing to get iridium and uranium, and then come back here. So I'm considering that. For now, though, let's focus just a little bit of more effort on heat generation. So we'll go, for example, I'm not positive that we have enough resources for this, but I think we actually might have enough resources for this. The problem is it's only 4530, which is exactly, yeah, well, I don't think it's going to do as much for us as we think. I think it actually might be, it's that guy out there, right? Let me just verify real fast. Is this a T5? Yeah, I think that's a T5, which, yeah, 4530. So that really didn't help all that much. I know we just made it in the last episode. It is a new recording session, though. Okay. Let's think. So we have plenty of food. We have plenty of water. We're generally good here. Heat generation is happening. I think what we want to do now is get ourselves ready for a humble excursion. Let me just come here quick, crap, so I actually can't even see what I need on that screen for another extraction platform. You know what I'm feeling? We have to go to Prime, but I almost feel like we take this back to planet Humble, get all the resources we need from Humble because we know we're fully decked out there, and then fly over to Prime. I actually think that's probably what we're gonna end up doing. Let me just see if there's anything here that I want to take with me. You know, we really just want enough for one of these. We have enough for an interplanetary shuttle. It doesn't really matter what else we have with us, right? And so we just need those things. Let's see if we have enough for that. Take one of these guys with me, one of these. If we have a T2 rocket engine, I say we do this. But if we don't have a T2, obviously we'd have to wait. Okay, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna trade for an energy multiplier fuse real quick. Returns in about 5 minutes. Okay, I'll be back in 5 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna be back in 5 minutes. Once we get that thing, we're gonna go to, I actually think we're gonna go right to Prime. Do a little excursion there, get what we need, and then we'll go from there. So hang tight. All right, we're back. Our trade ship has landed with our energy multiplier fuse. So now we have enough to get pretty much everything we need. At the very least, we can definitely get one of these bad boys. Where did it go? This guy, interplanetary exchange shuttle. So if we don't have anything, we're just gonna call it down. You know what? I'm okay with struggling a little bit. We're gonna take a quick excursion over to planet Prime. Why not? We have resources. I don't have everything I need, but we can call it from other places. I'm okay with a little bit of a challenge, shake things up if we need to. Yeah, we have plenty of, okay, we're gonna go to planet Prime. Yes. All right, let's do it. Planet Prime, it's not the best idea to do this, but you know what? We just need to let terraformation kind of do its thing a little bit here, and I'm really capped by zeolite, osmium, iridium, uranium. We can set up production facilities for all of that on Prime. Let's just take a couple of quick episode excursion over into Prime, just to get facilities up and running. We're not gonna fully terraform Prime. I'm gonna tell it. No, we're not gonna totally or fully terraform Prime, but it'll be enough where we can at least we can at least have all of our basic resources accounted for and not have that as a kind of massive struggle. What do we want to do first? Well, we got to decide on where our base is gonna go. Tell you what, we know where our base was last time. It was over in that direction. I like that as a nice centralized location for everything that we're doing. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna carry all of this stuff with us. And I'm gonna just fly out over to where I think we're gonna wanna be. We'll put our energy down. Yeah, I mean, we know this gets totally flooded out. And it is kind of nice to be back here, though. All right, first things first. Let's just drop that. That'll square us up on energy for a little while. Next is going to be just really quick. Let's make a base, iron and titanium. Okay, we'll put this right here. Okay, iron, titanium, and silicon. There we go. Now we have our nice little base. Hold on a second. We need our T2 craft station, so I need another iron. There we go, just in case we need to make, I guess, mainly water. I did bring enough for a couple of important things. Let's drop our food grower here to start, and I should have, there you go. Should have brought in bean seeds. That should take care of food for us. Really, one of these is enough to handle our food. And I do need a couple of, even just one chest, so hang on one second. All right, there we go. Now, we're gonna put our important things and get that started. The most important thing first is the interplanetary exchange shuttle. We'll put it right there. There we go. Next thing is going to be the extraction platform, which I might be missing. Oh, missing a uranium rod. So, okay. Let's pull from Humble. We need a lot of stuff. So just give me 1 second. We're gonna get 2 uranium rods. We're gonna get 2 super alloy rods. We're gonna get another fusion energy cell. We're gonna get, and we'll launch the shuttle. How long until it comes back? That's a decent amount of time. Unfortunately, I seem to have messed up, and I thought I brought, I thought I brought enough uranium, but I clearly did not. So, you know what? We're gonna have to just deal with it for a little bit. We're okay on water. Let's head back. Let's just get the rest of the resources out of that container. I really want to say it's just 3 titanium, so, you know. But in 5 minutes, we'll be able to make everything else with the uranium rods. It's really not a huge deal. And yeah, you never know what you're going to get out of these, right? Super alloy, some osmium. Sure, why not? Where are... Oh, there you are. Hey, is this randomized? I swear I spawned over there when I played last. This location must be... Yeah, it must be randomized. Okay, so we can put down a couple of miners proactively if we want. They are T3 miners, which is nice, and we are very close to the iridium spot. So I'm just gonna run over and put a T3 miner in the iridium spot. We have everything in the inventory already, and I will pre-configure it so that the drones will be able to just grab directly from it. You'll see what I mean in a second. Let's drop this here. See if this is close enough. It is Planetary Delivery Depot. That seems really interesting. This we're going to supply everything, which is great. We can come back over here. Planetary Delivery Depot. Okay, I'm really curious to see what that is. Hold on a second. So let's get T2 plant rocket. Planetary Delivery Depot. Whoa. Trade rocket multiplier fuse. Build a delivery depot on a planet to receive every item of a certain type from exchange shuttles coming from other planets. Allows to set automation between planets. I'm very interested in that, but I'm a little confused by it also. Hydration level low. Yeah, that's annoying, but it won't be an issue for too long. Terraformation index, right. The the miner actually does really good for us on that. So that gets us pressure. I want to say pressure and heat. What else are we looking to build here? I mean, besides the obvious, right? We want the extraction platform and the trade space rocket. We have those circuit boards and the uranium rod coming down very soon. So we'll have that in just a second. We also have enough circuit boards for this, although I don't know if we have enough super alloy rods. No, we don't. We only have one super alloy rod, which is certainly not enough. We did pull 2 down, though, so we actually are going to be pretty close. Next up, we can just try to hit a couple of the chests while we're waiting, because we do have another couple of minutes before we're ready to go. Probably, what, 4 minutes? Yeah, 3 minutes or 4 minutes. So we know that there's some good chests around here. Might as well just run and grab some. We could also make some pressure building things, but at the end of the day, I think it really just makes more sense for us to wait and grab a lot of that stuff. Grab a lot of that stuff after the first delivery. Forgot I could very easily get circuit boards this way. Yeah, I still need that uranium rod. Might be able to, I mean, honestly, really good chance that we could find a uranium rod in something like this. Energy multiplier fuse, that's a big deal. That's something that we really need. Okay, all of this is good. Good. I'll take it. I'll take all of it. Now that blueprint microchip is useless. I should probably just straight take that iron as well. Zeolite. Man, there's some good stuff in these chests though. Okay, hold on a second because my inventory is getting pretty full. Okay, let's get back before we run out of oxygen. I think we're already almost at blue sky. That's crazy. That's like 14, that's like maybe 5 minutes of gameplay to get blue sky. We are at, I don't know, probably less than 5 minutes away. We can build a second storage unit. We can certainly expand out the base a little bit more as well. Just drop everything in here. Yeah, 2 iron and titanium. So here's what we're gonna do. Let me just get some iron. I made a T shape here because I'd like to take super alloy. I'm gonna show you what I wanna do and come up here and then go and make a big living compartment, for example. There we go. And we'll make one more over there. We just need a second super alloy, which we currently don't have because we have very limited resource. We have like a corridor in the middle, and then the left side is a big compartment. Right side would be a big compartment. And this is going to be plenty of space for our base here. There you go. And then the beans means that we'll pretty much always have the food that we need. So we're good. We just need that guy to come back down. But we did just reach blue sky, which is, you know, nice for fairly obvious reasons. All right, let's get our little desk set up that we usually do as well. I need some more iron. Hang on a second. Oh, there you go. Something just clicked. I believe that was blue sky. Yeah, so we got blue sky. Hey, there it is. And our guy that unlocks our progress. That was a very long 5 minutes. Hopefully with the editing, you guys wouldn't have noticed it, but it absolutely was. We need some of the terraformation screens and stuff like that. Let's get our cobalt. We'll put this bad boy right here. Here we go. And then we'll get some more of these screens in just a second, but let's go and unlock ourselves first. Now that this is back, we're pretty good to be able to do what we need to do. Great. We probably want to consider grabbing some more stuff for another haul just while we're waiting, because it does take 5 minutes. What are we going to need? We're going to need pretty much everything, but you know, I wouldn't mind let's go get 3 of those, 2 of these, 2 of these, 2 of these. I can see that we're basically out of uranium rods though, which is not good. Get 5 of those, 2 osmium, just get a whole bunch of super alloy, and that's fine. Great. So now we can build out some of the things that we need to. All right, let's do what we need to do. So first thing is to build this extraction rocket. There we go. Now we can make the extraction platform. Not that we can extract yet. I don't actually think we have all the necessary resources. Okay, there we go. And now, what does this... Oh. Okay. It's this. I don't think we have all those resources yet, and that's okay. We're really not looking to go anywhere just yet. The thing that I do want is drone station. Now, I don't know that we have the resources for this, and we definitely won't if we use it for this. No, I lied. We have the super alloy rod. Okay, so let's just go ahead and do this. 1, 2, 3. We need an osmium rod. And we need another one of these. We can always deconstruct it is the thing. The other problem though is it does use a huge amount of energy, so we're gonna have to use the remaining energy that we have. Yeah, low power, I figured. We're gonna have to use the remaining pulsar quartz that we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, on another nuclear fusion reactor, which is not the end of the world, just to bring that back up. Drones, we're gonna have to make, I think, a T1 if we can get a super alloy. Yes, we can. We can get a T2 drone. T2 drones are just faster, so I don't mind that. There you go. And now I can actually make a box over there. And you know what I'm gonna do? Hold on. Let's do this because this is actually starting to get on my nerves a little bit. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna make a T3 ore extractor right here. And we're just gonna ask it to get some iron. Because we really need iron to start our resource gathering operation that we typically do, where we typically have boxes everywhere. You know, we do our thing that way. We are doing fine. I need more super alloy. Yeah, everything else is generally fine. We can make the trade rocket. It's probably what we want to do now. Trade space rocket. We'll just put you over here next to everything else. Trade space rocket right there. Okay. Now, I did bring some fuses that we can use to trade for something, so we could consider doing that. Otherwise, we're probably going to want more terraformation score. Oxygen is typically a really easy one for us to use, just a tree spreader. Needs the T2 fertilizer, however, and I do not believe, unless we found it here, that we have any T2 fertilizer. No, we do not. And we can do the start of some of our automation. And what I mean by that is we come here, we drop this down in the corner. We come here and we say this demands iridium. Now remember, we already set that up. So our drone should be actively running right now. And we should see pretty soon this filling with iridium, right? Yep, see that? Now, we certainly need more drones. That's kind of definitely an oversight, and it doesn't... I didn't see drones being a transportable thing here, so let me just take a look at that in... Oh, I can't hear. Crap. Although this should be back relatively soon. So we're a little bit gridlocked, aren't we? Yeah, guess I didn't really think this one through too much. Yeah, unfortunately, guys, I am just gonna go and grab a whole haul of iron. So just, I'll be right back. There we go, and then... Now, I didn't grab everything, all the iron I needed really, but I will make a couple more of these containers, start our resource collection mechanism. Uranium. This is going to demand... Uranium, good. Yeah, we could start this. We're definitely going to want rods as well. So we can have both these, and we'll have auto crafters probably right around here that will be making the rods for us. Rain is pretty soon. Water, once we hit water, that's kind of important for us. I mean, really, we should just focus a little bit on terraformation while we're waiting for that rocket to come back down. Like I said, oxygen is a really easy one to do. I do kind of just like this guy, but we didn't grab any T2 fertilizer. I should have. Yeah, I was gonna say, this is probably back already. Let me grab this stuff, and then I'm gonna push for some fertilizers. All right, let's get all this. Let's push for some fertilizers real fast. We'll go... Let's get the seeds. So we need some tree seeds. We can't get any tree seeds. I'm sorry. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, I need 6 of these. I need... All right. What do we got? We got lots of stuff. Anything good? We have enough for one more container. I'll put it down over here, and I'll get... So uranium. This will be super alloy. We can do this, and we'll have it demand super alloy. Now we can mine super alloy here. That's actually a pretty big deal. So we'll look into that more later. Osmium we really need as well. We need heat generation to be able to melt some of this stuff. So what was this again? I'll tell you what I really want. I want a second one of these. So after this next shuttle comes, we're actually going to pull a shuttle from Selenea, I think. I don't have much Terra tokens, but anything that we want from here? No, not really. Okay. Uranium's over that way. Aluminum's over that way. The iridium's here. It should be good. We should have pretty much a maxed out iridium setup. Guess I'm gonna go... Yeah, I'm gonna go for a couple more treasure chests while we're just kind of hanging out. Let's grab an advanced craft station. I need aluminum. Should be able to get... I think we should be able to get aluminum over there. If not, you know what? Now that I say it out loud, I'm pretty sure aluminum, if I remember, it just kind of naturally spawns over here. Let me grab 3 of them. I might as well get the advanced craft station for if I want to craft any rods. Yeah, here's aluminum 1. Should be more. I know there's super alloy above my head that's naturally spawning. Oh, and that's great. And a T2 engine rocket, which is really great, actually. Okay, let's get out of this maze. Yes, good. You know, I'll actually have, as soon as this next shuttle lands, I'll actually have enough for another one of those another one of those platforms, which I actually really need right now. So that's fantastic. Are you full of iron yet? Not really, but enough to continue building out my inventory storage. Kind of need this now because I just need to start by being organized. Otherwise, things devolve into just a massive mess. Okay, good enough. So, I can fit one more here. Hold on a second. We're almost at rain, so water's on the way. All right. So, this is backwards, but let's go... You know, I think we go with our common ones, right? So, iron, silicon, titanium, magnesium, cobalt. Is that all? Cobalt, super alloy. Yeah, sure. And then the other side will do, you know, the aluminums, the sulfurs, and everything else. Let me just set these up for automation. Give me 1 second. Okay, I do need one more for... I mean, I need more than one more, but I need at least one more for aluminum. Here's what I'm going to do. I did this last time. I need enough for a walkway here. So let's do this temporarily. Let's put a second one here. Take away that one. And then it's enough for a walkway. Perfect. This will be aluminum. And this we will have demanding aluminum. And there you go. I just realized I messed up. I need one more. Perfect. Now, I do want to do this. You guys, I forget who told me to do this a long time ago, but it really ended up being very helpful. Not that. Let's do... Putting one here, and we're naming this sorting. And this is going to export everything. Now watch, if I, for example, if I do this, it's gonna auto sort it into the appropriate chest, right? Which makes my life way easier than doing it myself. It'll just do it. And that's perfect. Beans are not ready yet. This is gotta be coming down pretty soon, no? All right, well, I'll tell you what. Here you go. So hey, an unexpected journey to planet Prime. I just figured there's all the resources here that are bottlenecking us, that are kind of making it so it's difficult to do anything. Why don't we just take care of it, right? So anyway, this won't be a very long excursion into Prime. We're just going to be here long enough to set up our main production facilities on all of our primary resources, and then we're going to be kind of back to Selenea. So hang with me here. It won't be maybe two to 3 episodes of Prime is probably my gut, but we'll see how it goes. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode.